Now, leadership is defined very simply, my friends, as the action of leading a group of people or an organization. You think about the times in your lives when you've been thrust into leadership roles, right? When you've taken on leadership roles. Really, all you're being asked to do, all you've ever been asked to do is just to lead a group of people, group of individuals, a team. But when we map out our goals like that, we become those people and we unconsciously start working towards those goals. You know, a formal title doesn't always necessarily tell us who's going to be the most effective leader within a team. Sometimes it's not the person at the top of the quote unquote hierarchy who's the most effective leader. Sometimes that leadership actually has to come from within. We have to lead by example. One of the topics that Jocko really hammers home in his work on leadership is what he calls extreme ownership. And extreme ownership, according to Jocko, is when we as leaders and individuals take ownership of our mistakes, determine what went wrong, develop solutions, and then prevent those same mistakes from happening again. Everything that happens, take extreme ownership, both in your life and in your leadership journeys. And what happens when we take extreme ownership is it actually frees us up. Once we get out of our egos and say, well, that wasn't really actually my bad, and say, no, this is my bad, I'm gonna take ownership of this, I'm gonna take responsibility of it, is that we're also owning the solutions that come with fixing that mistake, with fixing whatever is going on. The research shows that having a poor social network is literally as bad for your health as smoking 2 packs of cigarettes a day. Why are we talking about cigarettes? Why are we talking about social networks? Because, my friends, as leaders, we are going to be leading teams. And how effectively we can lead teams, how effective leaders of teams we can be, how cohesive our teams are, how much we trust one another, how powerful our social networks are that are our teams that we're leading, is going to be directly correlated to our ultimate success and effectiveness as leaders. Leadership capital was something we talked a little bit about earlier, and it's the idea that there's a finite amount of power that any leader possesses within his or her team. And that power, our leadership capital, is acquired over time very slowly through gaining the trust, gaining the confidence of the teams that we're leading. Without the trust and confidence of our teammates, I really don't think we stand a chance at being effective leaders. I found that so much of effective leadership, so much of life, really very simply starts and ends right up here. It all starts with our mindsets and first believing that we can accomplish those goals. And the same thing holds true for leadership, just as it does any other aspect of our lives. If we can master our minds, master that belief in ourselves, our beliefs and our visions, we believe that we can become an effective leader, and then each individually put in that work on a daily basis, we're going to reach our goals. But we have to believe it first. Have to be confident in ourselves. We have to have the vision of where we want to go and then start believing in that vision. We have to take care of ourselves more than anything. Like if we're at 50% and trying to change the world and trying to do good, it's going to be kind of hard. So take care of yourselves, take care of your mental and emotional well-being as well as the mental and emotional well-being of your team.